Alright. Okay, so big news. I figured out a bunch of stuff when I edited the last video. So, number one, the projector stones. When you put them into the, like, reading stones so you can read them, that's just a log of the conversation that was had in them. They are used for communication. That means that the one on Timber Hearth, that was a group chat. Yeah, that was a group call of some variety. That's why there were a bunch of people. The color coding is the... Red is the person who's transmitting, and blue is the person who's receiving. I feel like an idiot. Wait, was that the Quantum Moon? I'm going to go to Giant Steep. I should have done that a while ago. I'm going to Giant Steep. This is the place to go. I know how to get down to the core now. This is the thread I should have been following the whole time. I'm still going away from it, but any moment now. Oh wait, engage autopilot. How did I not notice that before? Okay, I can put my suit on now. I can read while this is happening. Cool. Alright, well, all that weird connection reminded me of continuing what I figured out. So, the stone next to the gravity cannon, the transmitter, was Solanum. I think that was their house next to the gravity cannon. And the shuttle was still on the Quantum Moon when I called it back. So I think what happened was they left, went to the Quantum Moon, and whatever they did on the Quantum Moon killed everyone. And I think that dead kid and dead person next to it was probably their kid and their spouse. What's this? It's a good landing pad now. Alright. According to Hornfels, I need to insulate my ship from electricity using jellyfish corpse, like a tauntaun. This planet has double gravity. I guess that makes sense. It's big in water, and water's pretty dense. It's heavy, at least. Yeah, look at these lame jumps. Okay. At least there's air here. This says tornado, and this says tornado. So in the prototype, there was a lab you could go to that had Oh, scroll, cool. In the prototype, there was a lab you could go to that had a tornado spinning one way and one spinning the other way, and that was how you figured out that you used the momentum of the tornado to get down into Giant Steep. However, there's definitely another step, because there's the weird electric core beyond that. This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant Steep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. If I know my brother, Avens and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible. I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Yeah, I can relate to that. Okay. These people also died around the same time. Interesting. This is a tornado shelter, isn't it? We just got pulled up by a tornado. And any second now, we're going to crash back onto the planet. That was sick as hell. That was awesome. Okay, other stuff I think I figured out. I was talking about how they were bad at making ships. They said that they used the vessel. They set the vessel to just go to where they thought the signal was. They didn't drive it to where the signal was. They just said to go. I think they might have fire and forget ships, like a dumb missile, instead of one that you steer. Ah, cool. This will go to school? Yeah, that's what school means. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mal they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Adea may feel responsible. And what's this say? That wasn't very long ago. 5 minutes and 55... Yeah, no, that's real-time updating. Long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe cannon. That must be what we're seeing at the very beginning every time I launch the... I would venture that this is a construction yard, because you can just go around everywhere and get all the stuff. But I don't know for sure. Yeah, this would be really helpful for getting around and working on a ship from all angles, but this might be the cannon as well. Alright, I'm gonna go over there. There's more over here. Over to the right there. Oh, another projection stone. That's going to be annoying to get to the other side, but it definitely is going to have another conversation on it. So, I guess I'm bringing it over. What is this? It can't be a chair. I didn't see that thing somehow. What is that? That's the gravity cannon. That's settings for the gravity cannon, maybe? Okay, let's see what's going on at school. I don't know how I didn't notice that this was here either. Interesting. What the? This isn't... This looks like it's in orbit around something. I don't quite recognize that. Let me put that back in. Fuck. Alright. Okay, is there anything under the water while this is happening? Okay, they won't let me out of this thing. For safety. Actually, this might hurt when it hits the ground, so I might just want to stay in that. Yeah, okay, my guess is whenever this thing's launched up, that's when you want to... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I'm alive. Yep, I was right to be concerned. Alright, let me read this conversation here. Connoy, Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Connoy, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me to not try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a... Can I get that off my screen? Thank you. Spire constructed a model of giant steep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory. And reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kano, I am unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? Kano, I'm unable to grasp the answer, and that's a blue one. So this is the person not at the observatory. Yes, okay, so blue is actually the person transmitting. Okay. If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. I do want to see this place. This will be the observatory. I'll be able to finally see it. Yep, that's the thing I was talking about. I think it was on Brittle Hollow in the original prototype as well. Yeah. You just go into one of the one spinning one of those directions pushes you down. The spoilers, I guess. Sorry, I guess? Oh, wait a minute. This must be a map? I don't know. These symbols are like the school district, the melting district, and the whatever district, but that doesn't seem right. It's like... That looks like a map of a place, but I don't think it is. It looks like a map of a place, but it doesn't look like a map of where I died last time, the school district area, where I fell into the black hole. By the way, when I fell into the black hole, I actually survived. It spat me out at a white hole at the edge of the solar system. Then I died of asphyxiation because there wasn't any oxygen out there and I couldn't get back to my ship. But I was a few moments away from the sun going supernova anyway, so no big loss. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at these islands up here. It's a little bit hard because the gravity is doubled here, and that makes me twice as bad. Unidentified signal nearby. That's probably just my boy. He's right there. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's the weird guy. Some sort of hippie man. Oh yeah, I called him a yogi in that video. I got really angry. Guess I kept him a hippie. Weird. I mean, not that weird, but a little bit weird. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. The first solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool. What do you think that is? I figured it'd be some kind of fidgety time business, but I wasn't really thinking about what's happening with the shape of time, you know? But a loop makes sense. Here. Let's go with loop for now. It looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfels and asking if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfels about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure that's related to this big Nomai stone statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like it had seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So no glowing statue, no time loop awareness? I think that's going to be my leading theory. But if you find out anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Dude, how do you survive this? Oh, that's how. Well, I'm gonna try and land in the water. Have you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you? I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. How's space treating you? Sometimes I vape out of my clarinet. Where should I explore on Giant Steed? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash up in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing right at the beginning. What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's an island where there's a statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that sort of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale, GBR for short. GRS for short. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, they're mostly connected anyway, you'll see. How's space treating you? Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on the planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. I hope it's not lonely. Get a job. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this hole. Yep, that's a death hole. But it doesn't seem to be actually blocking me from much. Just kind of makes me disappointed that I can't go through a cool tunnel. Now that's game design. Okay, I saw some stuff higher up on this island, but it probably wasn't anything, but I need to check. And I'm certainly not taking my ship up there, because that is a pain in the butt. Would have been easier to get there. It would have been easier to get there. Would have been easier to... It would have been... Alright, that's good, that's fine, I'll take it. Let me out. Ah, my legs. Okay. It just looks like this is where he cooks. Okay. Really, it's happening. Huh. Yeah, I guess I usually just die a lot more. I'm getting away from that. Get it away from me. It's pretty fast, but can it go faster than wood? I don't think so. Nothing's faster than wood. You should see the bamboo growing in my backyard. It's way faster than a supernova expands. It's not even catching up to me at all. What the heck was that? Okay, we gotta catch it. Oh, we gotta catch the probe. Where'd it go? It's leaving. I think it's over there. Okay. Yeah, I can catch that. I can catch that. We can get that. It's fast. I don't know how I'm gonna catch this thing. I'm fast, though. Come on. It's right there. Aboard autopilot. The sun seems to have disappeared. That's weird. I don't want to go to the sun. The sun's lame. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this manually. Like before I knew how autopilot worked. How big is this thing? Jesus Christ. I need to stop forgetting to put my spacesuit on. Alright, let's go. This time it's good. Okay, yeah. So you can see there's the thing. Okay, that thing's not gonna actually in orbit. It's gonna fall back down into there. That's where we were at before. Oh, dang it. Come on. Man. Oh, hey, that's the quantum moon. The way you got on this thing in the prototype was you shot a probe at it and then you just took a picture of it so it was being observed. Okay, this is definitely not the same solution. But I guess I'll try it anyways. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Okay, yeah, clockwise, counterclockwise. Do I want to go into clockwise? Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, I don't want to get in there. That's dangerous. It has to do with something with these things. Can I... They look dangerous. They sure are. This time I'm gonna put my suit on. Oh, okay. They go in and out. I just need to follow that thing. Alright, where do I repair this? Okay, just in the back here. Alright, should be all working now. Ah, yeah, look at that. Lights and everything. Regular mansion. Alright, let me in there. You going in or you coming out? Ah, dang it. I get the feeling I'm going to be repairing this quite a bit. I'm not touching the jellyfish. Is that? No. Maybe it is touch the jellyfish? One of these jellyfish might just be safe. Maybe there's one that just doesn't have electricity. Also, I'm going to try touching the top of one of them. Because, yeah, that is the safe part of a jellyfish. Also, they usually don't shock you with electricity. They just hurt a lot. They do sting you. Well, no ghost matter here. That's cool. I didn't see what happened, but I think it didn't work. Looks like there's some coral in there. That looks pretty neat. Too bad I can't get in there. I can't get inside the jellyfish now, right? What's this do? Is there something in there? No, the scout does not like that. Oh, does it? It glows red when I get close to it. Some sort of rubbery insulation is needed. I suspect there's more than one clue on how to do this. It's possible that my ship's log actually has more info on this. In the group call, there were a few lit up faces. Those are the same faces I see when I die. I'm thinking that one of those faces represents me, one of those faces represents Gabbro, and I think there's one other one. So I think 3 people are aware of the loop. Okay, I just got reminded of my conspiracy theories looking at this. They're only useful for insulation from electricity. I can't get myself inside one, can I? That seems like just such a bad idea. Just a terrible idea. I didn't even get out. That seems like a very bad idea. Okay, let's get that probe this time. Maybe it tells me how to wrangle a jellyfish. Oh, it's got a symbol of the eye on it. So this is the eye probe. It's trying to go to the eye. Maybe. I still have no idea how far away that thing is. I might as well just... Oh, okay, it's 62 meters. It looks different from the thing I drove earlier. Yeah, eye signal. I really shouldn't just climb into its engine, but I'm totally going to. No big deal. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, this is it. This is the probe. It just goes here and stops. Does the autopilot automatically just send you into the sun if you go outside the solar system? Because that seems like a bad decision. Like a poor design decision. Okay, I'm gonna go to the interloper. The interloper had nothing. It was nothing in the prototype. So I doubt there can be much there. It's not gonna take a long time for me to investigate. What's its orbit look like? Goes around the white hole, and then it goes really close to the sun. So close to the sun, in fact, that you could get on that thing, whatever that is. It looks like Quantum Moon. It's there to tease me. Oh, I'm like here. Okay. It looks like there can't be too much here. Wait a minute. This is ice. If this gets really close to the sun, is it all going to melt and reveal its true purpose? Yeah, I got a feeling this is like a Kinder Egg of space surprises. Ooh, there's something on here. That's a probe, but that's like the Quantum Moon probe. What? What is this? This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface for too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remained in the shuttle, oh no, to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, I think, Clary. If you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. Oh, dang. Get wrecked, Clary. You might be in cryostasis. You might be alive. Nah, this is gonna thaw out when we get close to the sun, and then I'll be able to get in there. See, there's the white hole where all the stuff comes out from falling into the middle of Brittle Hollow. Oh, hey, it's melting. Cool. Where's my ship? I've been using all my fuel. Yeah, okay, cool. That's excellent. Oh, Jesus. We're very close to the sun. Let me in. Alright. Get back to the back of the planet. Where is it? Is all the ice back? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, that last life sucked. Okay. That's orbit. Okay. Look at that. Now I can just sit back and relax. This is actually really good to know about for when I'm trying to... I think there may be a problem with autopilot. Yeah, I think autopilot might have one problem, one flaw. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again, and this time hope it works. Autopilot might have more than one problem, actually. Yeah, am I close to the white hole still? What is the first stuff that falls through the white hole? Because there might be some stuff that just falls through before I can even get to the planet. But I'm gonna go ahead and just sit down and be patient here. But not too patient, because I can only be in there for like a second. Actually, I don't need to be in there for very long, because this thing, I can just recall it to the Call This to the Ash Twin project gravity cannon. We're very close to the sun. Is this thing gonna melt it out? Woohoo! Ooh! No, no, that didn't work. I was wrong. Maybe more melts each time, and I need to do this at the end of the cycle. So next time, I'm gonna be right at the front, down in that hole, seeing how low I can get. And furthermore, I'm going to be checking out this white hole as soon as I go by it. There's gotta be at least one thing here that I didn't read or didn't see. Something that falls through immediately. Like, is that part of the bridge? What is that? What is that? Sure enough, there's something weird here, and that's definitely attached to part of the planet, so yeah, it's from the planet. I did not see this. Alright, well, I'm going in. This is easy enough to land on. Alright. Although, maybe getting in here is the best bet. Oh, okay. It's interactable. This is a ship. This looks familiar. Is this where I think it is? Is this... This looks like the other side of one of the transmitting stones, the projector stones. Welcome to the White Hole Station. Oh, this is supposed to be here. Did you fall through the black hole by accident? Don't worry, you aren't the first. You can use this warp tower to return to Brittle Hollow. Whoa. These guys are safe. Warp towers work like this. Stand in the middle of the platform on the floor, look up, wait. The path opens when the tower's corresponding astral body, in this case Brittle Hollow, is directly overhead. Okay, I haven't seen any other floors like this. Ember Twin Projection Stone. Well, anything else in here? What is this? What's going on? What purpose does this thing serve? Wait, am I driving? Oh. Can I... How do I stop this thing? I'm trying to point it at something, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh! Alright. And this is a receiver. Okay. So that teleporter thing back on... Yeah. This goes both ways. What? That wasn't supposed to happen. So that thing on Timber Hearth, which I said might be a teleporter, then I decided it wasn't a teleporter? Guess what? It was a teleporter the whole time. Okay, let me out of here. Yeah, okay. This one looks different, though. So there still might be something to the... No, it doesn't. What's this say? Huh. The teleporters take a little bit of time, I guess. The Hang City, 50 meters below. Well, that's not very helpful. There's a one-way and that way is up. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Not since my wild days. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate
causality.
There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Okay. I really need to use the stone somewhere. Ah, perfect. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole station. I've already told Raimi these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? That doesn't make any sense. It's absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update. Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yeah, I hope so. That's a lot, actually. That's pretty big. They figured out time travel on accident when they were figuring out teleportation. This must be the lab. Alright, you can keep that stone. I didn't want it. What do we have here? Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? My hypothesis is it could be a shift in the light spectrum. Suppose this moon is too shy to show its face. That's dumb, Plume. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear at random. It seems to travel as it likes. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left if there were two volcanic moons. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. I strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Oh, classic Thatch. I can't believe they built things on the surface. That seems like such a pain in the ass. Oh man, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot that I was explicitly trying to get rid of everything about the Traveler. Not the Traveler. It's never been the Traveler. Oh, well, at least I found this. That's ghost matter. I'm not going over there. Okay, going over there a little bit. Just a house full of ghost matter. Nothing weird about that. Weird. This must be where my boy landed? Doesn't seem to be much here. This looks like a discharge to one of those crystals I saw from before. Aha, I snuck into their crystal house where they keep their crystals. Wait, what? Oh. I really did sneak into something. This couldn't be the... Where's this? Oh, this is just above Banjo Man. Oh, well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it thus far, though. Guess that's the part to focus on, and not how I'll eventually have to go back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north from here, and east is the gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good, since I, used up a lot, screaming. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head farther down below so I can refill my tank. What is this? Oh, this is a map. Which one's the quantum tower? That's probably it. That's definitely the gravity cannon. That's the observatory. Yeah, that seems right. Gravity Crystal Workshop. Oh, okay, so those crystals definitely are gravity crystals. I wasn't sure because they look so different when they're not being used for gravity crystalling. Oh, that's interesting. There's something up there. Which of course there is. But I wasn't interested in it until I saw that the way to get there is broken. That's a teleporter. How does that work? It doesn't even look like you can stand up there. Usually there's a slight bluish tint to the floors that have gravity crystals, like, smelted into them. This hole's gotta have something in it. What is all this? Where's this going? Aha! I imagine I've been hard on Poke. Again, this in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would prefer to shake Poke. Jokes aside, I suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Ah, and I see you were writing about this. Oh, it's a little toy shuttle. Look at that. That's a dead baby. Yeah, they were just... I wonder if he wrote this right before he got vaporized. Probably. No, what's this one? Oh, interesting. This is right next to the, like, Temple of the Eye or something. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the Eye. We observed the Eye's signal in our travels, and we followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter, and you open your mind to its possibilities. Enter? Maybe this tells me how to get in. What is the Eye of the Universe? The Eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. Suppose the Eye is a more advanced being. The Eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the Eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. Or it got sent back in time because you guys figured out time travel and you made the Eye to begin with. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the Eye's signal? Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal is the Eye's voice. It speaks a language you don't know yet. Or maybe the signal is the Eye's attempt at expressing itself. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the Eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. This looks like it could be a door, but I don't think it actually is. Everything Nomai you just kind of look at and it'll open. This guy was chilling. Straight up. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Emperor Twin, that the Eye of the Universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us. But it may not want to be found either. In fact, the Eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the Eye in some way is wishful thinking. The Eye might have called out to any sentient species, or it might not have been calling out at all, and my ancestors heard the Eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. That wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Yeah, no, there's no easy way to get up to that district. But this is the Glacier Melt District, so you know I want to check this out. You know I love melting glaciers. It's the one thing everybody knows about me. What's this do? Oh, it pulls that back from the what is this? Black Hole Forge controls. Okay. I guess if you needed to melt something for a long time and you put it by the event horizon, because time is weird when you're next to a black hole. Why is this missing scrolls? Is this the school, maybe? The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Okay, this is the glacier melting. I can just take the stairs, I think, to get up there. Oh, maybe that's the assignment, and the kids get to write their answers on these scrolls. How do you guys think we should get it? Solution 2. Hey, I think so. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however it's a knowledge we have little hope of recovering. I think it would be best to relearn. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe a black hole forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters for the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our black hole forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe we can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to try and find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. Don't say that, Cassava. It's real. I think that's just enough time for me to do some light reading. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble, plume my father said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor Coleus and